Hey everyone, Kyle Lewis here from the Worship Keyboard Tutorial YouTube channel, giving you tips and tricks to help you with your worship keyboard ministry. Do you ever look at a chord chart and see numbers like 2, add 2, major 7, flat 9, and think, what do all these numbers mean? Well, we're going to start to break these down for you to help you understand and demystify some of these, starting with this one, the 2. But before we get started, if you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button and that little notification bell so that you can be aware of future videos. And if you like this video, give us a thumbs up. All right, if you're ready, let's get started. So we're going to focus this video on the 2s. And the 3 that we're going to look at are the 2, the Sus2, and the Add2. So let's start with the Sus2. So sus stands for suspended. So think of something that's suspended from a string. So it typically means when the third of the chord is suspended up to the fourth. So if we took a chord like C, if we took the third of that chord, E, and suspend it up to the fourth, that would be a sus4. So you still have the other notes of the chord, the root and the fifth, but now that third is suspended up to the fourth, okay? So typically what would happen is that sus, that suspension, would resolve. So we call that suspension resolution. It's almost like an amen. Amen. But in some cases, that third is suspended down, and I use quotations here, suspended. It's not suspended like up on a string. It's actually suspended down. So instead of that third being suspended up to the fourth, that third is actually suspended down. So now you have root, second, fifth. You still have the root and the fifth, but now that third has been suspended down. So as I have played through Christian music and pop music, I've realized that what we call a sus2 is also called a 2. So the term sus2 and 2 are interchangeable. So you have the root, the second, and the fifth. So you can see either term, but they're both going to be the same chord, 2 and sus2. So now what's an add2? Well, an add2 is a 3-note triad, like a C chord, but we add the second degree. So instead of being a 3-note chord like the sus2 or the 2 would be, 1, 2, 3, we have a 4-note chord. So we have the triad adding that third degree. In a previous video, I was talking about the fact that the 2 and the 9 are actually the same note. So if I'm going up the scale in a C, if I start on C, that's the 1. I go to my 2, that's a D. And if I keep going up, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, that 9 is the same note as the 2. So the 2 and the 9 really are interchangeable as single notes. And actually, you will find probably more examples of what they call an add 9 as opposed to add 2. But it's exactly the same chord. The add 2 is the same as the add 9. The add 9 doesn't have to be up here in the 9 place. The 9 could be down here in this place. So it's the same note added to the same chord. Add 2, add 9. So let's recap what we've talked about so far. The 2 and the sus2 are the same chord. You have root, 2, and 5. The add2 and the add 9 are both the same chord. It's the triad plus the added 2 or the added 9. Now one thing that you could do here is you could separate these out. You could actually play the root in the left hand and then do the 2, 3, and 5. That might be something that you would hear. That's still an add 2 or an add 9 because you have the root here, the second or the 9, plus your third and fifth. You could even play it like this, coming down on that root with the thumb. Well, thanks for watching. I hope this cleared up some of the mystery about some of the numbers, and I'd love to hear in the comments how these videos have been helping you. But before you sign off, make sure to check out some of these other videos. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.